Alright, well I kind of trimmed some of it off so you can see, you can kind of see the grain and stuff in it. So now we're just gonna turn this. I've just mounted it between centers. I've got pretty good pressure on it. I hope it doesn't bust out. But I'm just gonna turn this down into something, hopefully. I'm not looking to get, you know, I'm not turning a pin or anything. I'm just demonstrating how to use this blank, and I'm just going to use a scraper on that. So anyway, here we go. Alright, I'm just going to start wet sanding, about 100 grit. Let me cover up my bed here. And all I'm trying to do is just remove any tool marks or anything like that that may be on there. And when you're wet sanding, make sure that a slurry start to develop in the front of your sandpaper. Make sure that slurry doesn't turn to mud. nice. I'm going to go back with the grain a little bit here. Make sure that the next grit is cutting across my scratches. Got a little bitty spot right there, but that'll be okay. A little bitty spot. And I just want to kind of rinse off that grit. And I'll move on to my next grit, which is 220. Trying to keep the surface wet. Okay, let's see how that did. Okay, I'm just going to do the same process, sand with the grain. Man, I think this is going to be pretty, I hope. Even though it's not really anything, it's not like it's a pen or anything, but if this were a pen, the process would be exactly the same. Alright, and then I just move on to the next grit, which is 320, and I'll do this all the way up through 2,000 grit. I'll do it exactly like this, all the way up through 2,000 grit. Okay, and I rinse it off between each one. Ooh, wasp. Not anymore. Okay, alright, I'll be back once I get to 2,000, and I'll show you the next step. Alright, I'm at my 2,000 now. I've sanded all the way up so far to 1,200 grit. Now I'm doing the 2,000, and this will be the last step on the sanding for now. I'm just gonna, you see there's still a little bit of slurry coming up. Not a lot, but it's still cutting, which means it's still smoothing. I'll just continue on going with the grain. I do this between every coat. And then I'll get ready for my CA. Alright? Now. Okay. And that's 2,000 grit. I'm just going to dry it off. And you can see how the dyes and the resins went all the way into the wood. So, alright, I'm going to speed it up, warm it up a little bit, make sure all of it's gone. Just making sure the water's, gone. Alright, now it looks pretty dull. I agree. Let me grab me some paper towels and I'll be right back. Okay, well I apologize for the rain. The raindrops outside. But anyway, I'm getting ready to put my CA on here. I'm just using medium medium C8. There's another dang wasp. Ain't no wasp no more, is it? All right, and I'm gonna put a drop on here, just about that much, and spin the lathe up. Put it on there, come across, go back, and that's it. Okay, I'll let it spin for just a second. I'll let it spin for just a second, and now I'll let that coat cure until it's dry to the touch, no tackiness. Okay, now I'll be back in just a minute. That normally takes about 2 or 3 minutes to cure, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm hoping you can see that a little bit better. I'm trying to get it in a little bit closer without losing my focus. All right, this coat's nice and cured up. Okay. So I'm going to go with another. It's going to be the same thing. Nice drop about that size. Wipe it across and wipe it back. Don't try to sit there and rub it. If you try to rub it, your paper towel will stick and you just ruin the whole thing. You have to start back with your sanding. Okay. All right. Well, I'll be back once that's cured up. Okay. Now it's time for the final coat of CA. I go 3 coats. To kind of build it up sort of thick. Same thing. Little drop. About that size right there. I'll wait till that cures, and then I'll be ready to finish this thing up. Okay, that's back to water sanding, and I'm going to start sanding now at 1,000 grit. And I'll go the 1,200 and then the 2,000 again, and then we'll finish up. What you're trying to do here is just remove the paper towel ridges in this. You're not trying to cut through the CA. That's the last thing you want to do. The CA is what's going to add the polish to it. So, here we go. Slow that thing down a little bit. Okay, it looks like I've got them. And now I'm just going to go back, just like I did before. Alright. And then I'll move on to 1,200. Rinse it off. 1,200. and then 2000. Do 2000, rinse it off, and go 2000 here. See what we got. Oh yeah. It even feels slick. Okay. Alright, so now I'm back to 2000 grit. And I just want to dry it off again. You don't want to try to dry this with a paper towel while the lathe's spinning. So I get it pretty much dry. Alright, and I'm going to spin it up a little bit and warm it some. Since you might want to swing any moisture out, something like that. Alright. Now we're going to go with the polish. Okay. Now we're going to polish it. Okay, it's nice and smooth now. I'm going to use this Meguiar's Plastex. Make sure you shake it up real good. I'm going to start with about a drop. Or a little more. Oh, that's way too much there. Maybe that'll work. Okay, and I'm just going to polish, and this is a cutting wax, okay? It's made to polish plastic with, and basically that's what this thing is now. So we're going to speed it up. I'm about 1500, I believe. Yeah, about 1500 is where I'm going to start. I'm just going to apply this on here, rub it in there. Just moving back and forth, polishing this up. I'm not moving to a clean part of the paper towel if you notice. Okay? Use the same part of the paper towel. And I'll do this. I'll continue rubbing back and forth on it until I don't see the sheen move. Okay? Alright, that's about it. Now I'm not seeing the sheen move as I go anymore. So I'm done with that coat. Now I'll go with the next. Go with the next coat. Same way. Now I've gone to a clean spot on the paper towel. And I'll do it the same way. I'll speed the lathe up a little. And once I don't see the sheen move, then that coat's good. That coat's cured. That one's done. Clean spot them on my paper towel. Final coat. Right here. Okay, now I'll speed it up more. About 2,200 RPMs now. humidity to go away, or for the machine to stop moving around with my paper towel. Alright, let's see what we got. Glass, baby. Alright, let's move right here so maybe you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, let's see if that'll focus in. Come back just a little bit. Can't tell if that's focused or not. Okay, but that, my friends, is a glass finish on rotten wood. Alright, okay, that's it. There it is. A glass-like finish on a piece of rotten wood, and there's no finish on it that's going to continue to cure later, no waxes or anything like that that's going to dull out over time. It's going to look like that for a very, very, very long time. And I like it. That stuff really, 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 really shines good. Okay, well, anyway, that was the demonstration I did down at down in Covington for the Peachstate Woodturners, and I thank them very much, Glenn Clark and all you guys down there, for treating me like a person. I was scared. There was a lot of really good turners down there, and boy, I was nervous, but they really made me feel at home, and they had good questions. I hope I had good answers, but this is what I did down there, and you know, I'm probably going to have to make 2 videos out of this, but that's how I do it. And it's a CA finish, but it's only 3 coats, and it'll look that good for a long, long time. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and click subscribe if you haven't subscribed.